Now, listen, you guys, Nicki Minaj is out there standing in solidarity with Desiree's daughter. And at the same time, it seems like she is also expressing everything that is going on behind the scenes, and as far as her getting flagged and stuff like that. Meanwhile, she also found the time to link up with Lil Wayne, and they did a little video. We're also going to be discussing about Halle Bailey, and of course the new song that she released, and of course the reaction thereof. Meanwhile, Akbavi and Nikki also did Hope on Live yesterday. Now, these are some of the things that we will be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about Nicki Minaj and, of course, everything that has been going down on the internet. It seems like she finally had the time to go through that lawsuit between Desiree Perez and, of course, her daughter. And I feel like it was probably triggering for Nicki Minaj because I mean, some of the things that these people are being accused of doing, like watching from the outside, you may say that, well, how is it possible that one person can have this much pull and power? How is it possible that this person can go to these lengths to do this? So now imagine when Nikki came out back in the day and even recently, and she was talking about all the dirty tactics that they were using to sabotage her. I mean, people would sit on here and say, well, it doesn't even make any sense. She's being delusional. No one has that much power. Why would anyone go to those lengths? Why would somebody do something like this? And basically, people were calling her a conspiracy theorist, despite her expressing to people what she has been going through and the people who have been behind that. To a certain extent, you start thinking, okay, maybe I'm getting everything wrong. So, going through a lawsuit that is detailing every single thing, every single way of sabotage that was used on you, but that being done to a different person in a different industry. Well, of course, that has to be triggering. Imagine her reading the fact that they were AI generated images or videos and just the sabotage that was happening in as far as the husband is concerned. There's a lot of things that this woman was saying, was accusing her mother of, that happened to Nicki Minaj. So obviously that would be triggering, okay? That would make you feel some type of way, like, wow, so these people actually do these things and get away with them. And I guess that kind of just set her off, and this is what she decided to share. And when she talks about the sabotage that happens online, they will sit on here and say that, well, Jay-Z doesn't have that much power. Oh my God, you are just being a conspiracy theorist. Doesn't make any sense. The same way that people would react when certain people were talking about the Didla and the power and what he was able to do. A lot of you guys came out here and said that people just hate to see a successful black man, and oh my God, one person could never have that amount of power. But now you guys are sitting back and believing it because a certain somebody brought it to light that you guys chose to believe. And for some of you that pretend to not know what I'm talking about when I say these things, I'm saying a lot of times, especially in the entertainment industry, it's not about people caring about what's wrong or what's right, but it's about people picking and choosing who did what they deem wrong. You get it? Like one person can get away with something that is way more terrible just because they are deemed likable. And another person will literally get roasted for something even way more trivial. But that's just how you guys like it, I guess. So anyway, this is what Nicki Minaj decided to say. She was talking about the sabotage when it comes to the social media platforms. She said, hashtag justice for them. And then she went ahead and said, Babs, save information on every time you get flagged or suspended and what platform it's on. And then somebody said people were talking about them getting kicked off Station Head and, of course, the Instagram live that she was on. And she responded and said, "What a shocker. Same on Station Head, people being kicked off and notifications on Twitter, making a list and checking it twice." And then somebody said, TikTok especially hasn't wanted us to defend you lately, like at all. She responded to that and said, "They've had access to my accounts on all platforms. I didn't change the passwords either. I let them continue doing everything they allegedly did to demur to me. And you have no idea how disgusting it gets. Enough is enough." And people were also just documenting about how they got warnings from tweeting banned from New Orleans lyrics. And she also went ahead and said, "Let's call Goofy Blick to the rescue." She was responding to somebody who had tweeted about Fraudulent Nation CEO and the new racketeering and conspiracy lawsuit that they have going on. And she also said, "Would you continue working in a field where you were maliciously being kept away from your audience whilst everyone pretends to be on mute?" And then she said, "Go hashtag Goofy Blake." And then she also said, "Years of interfering with the way I earn my money, years of putting people in harm's way, game over." And when Nikki starts talking like this, I know probably something is brewing behind the scenes that she knows in as far as Fraudulent Nation is concerned. Now, another person also said Nicki doesn't lie. Jay-Z sold Tidal to Jake whilst Jake was still the owner of Twitter in 2021, and basically documenting the whole Tidal situation. And Nicki said, allegedly. And then she said, "Babs, that's the reason why I won't release music." And then she also commented on a post that was talking about her swatting incident. And Desiree Perez's daughter also says something related to swatting. So Nikki responded and said, allegedly. And then she also said, "A working mom. And I wonder who offered Deb 5 million to leave the tour." Like the extent that these people will go to, I just don't get it. Because I think they really don't understand that whether Nicki Minaj is in female rap or not, whether she stops music or not, that doesn't automatically transfer her fans to the girlies that they want to be supported. Because at this point, the war is against the Babs. After the ashtray, Nicki Minaj was supposed to be done for. She wasn't supposed to come back. That was supposed to be the end of it. And she was supposed to learn a lesson to say that, well, when certain executives and powerful black men tell you to do this, that's exactly what you do. You don't raise questions. You let them do whatever they want to do with you. And yeah, so she was supposed to learn that way. And it didn't happen. Why? Because she has an actual authentic fan base that genuinely love her for her talent and not just PR gimmicks. So now what are they doing? They're now coming for the fan base, making sure that, well, your voices, you as fans, are unheard. Your hashtags go unseen. That's what they are looking for. And that's the only way they know how to attack right now. They've realized that destroying her character is not working anymore because she gets to interact with her fans and they get to see the contradiction in the Nicki Minaj they try to portray out there and the Nicki Minaj that her fan base actually gets to experience. So they want to make sure that there is no communication in that. And also an ego thing. Imagine this is a pink short woman calling you out, and you're supposed to be this, huge, massive guy with muscle, and all of the men in the industry are scared to say anything against you. But in comes this little pink midget laughing and not seeming like she's not taking anything serious. And she's bravely and boldly calling you out despite the power that you have. Of course, that's an ego that has been bruised. And of course, they will not let it go because they want to teach her a lesson. And of course, if she successfully does what she has done to go against the industry and still continue to be successful, all other artists are going to follow suit. All other artists are going to rely on their fans. And for some of you that also do not understand why Tory Lanez is such a threat, is because of that. Well, I don't want to call it a gimmick, but that movement. that he had going on to show people that you can actually do it whilst being independent. They didn't like that. And they did teach him a lesson. But anyway, some of you like to come on here acting like you know what Nikki's talking about. Why is she talking in court when you know exactly perfectly well what she's talking about? And again, some of the people that are now speaking up against Nicki Minaj right now used to be fans, and the goal is to use people that used to be fans that have a lot of bab following, so that you guys can get influenced. Because I mean, when it comes to the GP, they've already gotten that narrative, the GP on chokehold. That's why you see somebody who doesn't even know why they don't like Nicki Minaj boldly expressing online, we don't like her, she's bitter, she's this. You ask them why, it's because of a shade room headline, or the neighbor who talks headline, and they don't really know anything about what they're saying, but they went with the masses, they went with the headlines. So when it comes to the GP, they already have control. Where they do not have control is where it actually matters, the fans, because they have realized that without the GP, even with the whole GP against her, her fans are still holding her down, because after all, it's the fans that buy music. So the best way to get to the Babs is to go to another Bab that has a massive following of a lot of Babs, so that when they write these think pieces and make you think that Nicki Minaj is delusional, doesn't know how to communicate, as a conspiracy theorist and all of these things, if you're gullible, you fall for that. And slowly the fan base will begin to disintegrate. That's exactly what they are attacking. That's why I personally feel like if you do see like that somebody is acting in a weird way, the best way is to unfollow and not interact. There is no point in going back and forth, because don't let them fool you when they say we don't know what she's talking about. Don't let them fool you into thinking that they don't know. No, they do know. They want you to engage. The more you engage, the wider audience it gets to reach, in as far as the babs and the followers are concerned, and the more the message is being put across. And if you don't think too much into it, you will be impressed by AI curated passages and paragraphs that are meant to diagnose a woman psychologically, when you don't even have a basic high school certificate. I'm just joking, you guys, but you get what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, yeah, that's what they're doing right now. So I hope you guys are not part of the people that are like, why can't she just come here and boldly say, so and so did this to me? She's gonna get sued. And of course, that's what they want. You get it. They wanted to have a lawsuit so bad. That's why they were intertwining her with the Kenneth situation. But right now, if she speaks like this, they're still getting the message. Her fans, her true fans actually, are still getting the message. So, yeah, don't dance. Don't say, why is she not saying it openly? And also, don't ask this woman to not say anything, because we have seen what happened in the H train. Keeping quiet made different narratives fly by that people are still holding on to right now. And I think she probably learned from that to say, like, I may not be able to directly say that you did this to me, but I will make it known that you're playing with me whilst being smart about it. Anyway, this turned into a rant. My sincerest apologies, but I dislike it when people act dense and, try to say that she doesn't know how to communicate. Oh, wow. There are people who actually don't know how to communicate out there. We don't hear you, saying anything about that. We don't see you writing think pieces about people who actually cannot read or write, who cannot communicate. Actually, we haven't seen you writing essays about that. But when it comes to Nicki Minaj, of course, take out your PhDs that you got from Google and start diagnosing that woman, and start, dissecting her communication skills. Okay, this really gets me heated. I don't like people who use power in an unfair way. People who try to use their muscle and power to suppress others. I really don't like it, and not just with Nicki Minaj, but even in corporate, I dislike it, and that's one of the reasons why I dislike corporate. Honestly, I don't like this. But anyway, let's move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Halle Bailey. Now, it seems like she decided to release a song, Brave Face, and she's basically talking about her postpartum journey and, everything that she's been, she's had to go through. And I totally understand her. I mean, you guys, let's not act like we're not emotional beings. Imagine, I'm imagining myself with a newborn baby, and the man that I was supposed to be with is now out there partying with other women, saying that, well, it's not about you now, it's about the child. It's easier said than done, if we're going to be honest. It's really easier said than done. Like, oh, it's about parenting. You don't matter. No. And people make it seem like you can easily separate your personal emotions as a girlfriend and your emotions as a mother. It's easier said than done. It is easier said than done. That's why I feel like with the whole childbearing thing, I will always be one to say it's better to take the precautionary measures. It's better to have a child while someone has shown you actual commitment, via marriage. I know some of you will say that, well, even married men, married people still get divorced, and I get it. But I mean, I think if somebody also just, puts in an extra commitment step, I don't know, you guys, it's a form of security to say that, well, he went to these lengths, to get married and all of these things. Maybe he's a little bit more serious than just dating someone for a couple of months and the next thing you now have a baby bump. I don't know, you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. But the Halle situation is very sad for me. And, the comments also on her page have not been the same. The shade room comments were very shocking to me because it seems like people really, yeah, they are not feeling her. And it's kind of sad, but then again, I kind of knew, you guys, like when this relationship started, I just knew from Ruby Rose to Halle Bailey, the the contradiction of the personalities there. I could tell. I could really tell that I don't know if this is actually going to work. And now he's back to India. You get it. Yeah, he's back to India. Somebody who has the Ruby Rose aesthetic. But anyway, you guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, let us talk about Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj. It seems like they decided to have a little link up. Oh my God, this video has gotten so long. If you're a Nicki Minaj hater, I'm really sorry for this video because it's been literally 15 minutes of me talking about this entire situation at hand. So if that's not your cup of tea, that is okay. That's totally fine. Anyway, let's talk about Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne. It seems like they decided to come together and, they linked up. I loved to see the two of them together. And one thing I can tell about Nicki Minaj is whenever she's interacting with Lil Wayne, she has this energy that she's just grateful for this man. And I get it. I get it that sometimes, she might have been disappointed by the whole catalog thing and all of these things, but you can tell that from the bottom of her heart, she is grateful for the opportunity that Wayne gave her. And I love that energy. I love loyal people like that. Okay, loyal to Wayne, but not when she's loyal to Drake. I don't like it when she's loyal to Drake, honestly. But all I'm saying is, I love the energy that she gives to Lil Wayne and the respect that she gives to this man. You can tell that she genuinely adores her. And the fact that Kenny was in the background, ad-libbing and, basically interacting also, participating in the conversation. I loved the vibe of that live. And I guess this is why she continues being blessed. She's a grateful person. Let me just insert what she had to say and then I'll catch you guys. I don't think that I'm going to be coming back after that. This video has gotten so long. Let's talk about the other things in another video because it turned into a rant when I really didn't. Rant, rant, rant. I just felt like I said rants, rant. Okay, bye.
We live?
We live now.
I'm with the queen.
I'm with the GOAT.
Well, shout out to Nerds, man. Y'all just too hard. I appreciate the love.
Yeah, shout out to Nerds.
I mean, Cluster.
Gummy clusters
They
for
had-
the win.
They sent me a letter saying they had actually caught the bar, and they said they were like, thanks for shouting us out and welcome to the car.
Wow.
That's a hard bar to catch. And I say I got street smart. I keep street smart bitches and sound like nerds. So yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I like sweet smart bitches. Like I treat street smart bitches like candy, like nerds. Yeah.
Shout out to nerds, and make sure that y'all listen to. Actually, on the card of the song, yeah. I love that one. Like
Thank
that
you,
was
baby.
one of my favorite ones
Thank
because
you.
just the bars, it's just there.
Thank
Young Money is in the Young Money is in the building. You just on the list of guest names.
Jesus.
I guarantee you, Wayne don't even remember himself saying that
What?
bar.
You're just on the list. I do remember.
You
that.
remember that
Young
one?
Money in
Oh.
the building. You're just on the list of guest names. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that.
he
Shout out
remembers it.
Jordan Love. Jordan Love was at the softball game. He wasn't on my team, but it's still all good. We won.
Yeah.
Shout out Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes hit a walk-off home run. I
Shout
hit a
out.
double.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Broke my bat, dented all my bat up. I asked Matt, I said, Matt, it's the girl that's pitching a professional softball player. He said, oh, yeah. I said, of course, she throwing fastballs at me, man. She don't like none of my music.
Don't do that to
whoever you was
Weezy.
pitching, you ain't like me.
Hey, Swiss. Swiss on here, Wayne. He said, hey.
Swiss, I love you, man. Stop racing them camels.
What?
You know Swiss race camels?
He do be one of them
He
camels,
do
though.
not lose.
He don't?
No. He went all like he got all kinds of titles and trophies with camels on them.
You're not really serious that he be
I
racing.
swear to God.
No, Swiss, come to the
I
front of the line, Swiss.
Back in my life.
Swiss.
Oh,
And I did my research on it, right? So
Yeah.
look, it goes way back in time. They used, you know how we have jockeys on our horses? Out here, they used to have jockeys, but since it's in another country, they was a little wild with it, so they had to stop using jockeys because the jockeys they were using was kids, so they had to stop using them. So now they got technical, so they got like they control it with a remote, and it's like a little toy like jockey be on it. I swear, it's dope though. Them camels be gone. I swear, shout out to Swiss, man. Ain't no camels faster than my nigga Swiss camels, nigga.
Swiss, I'm not laughing. I'm not participating in the joke.
It's not a joke. I know
I
that's
didn't.
real.
That's
I'm
real,
Google this
nigga.
shit,
But
but
why
it's
would Swiss be doing
That's
that?
making paper overseas.
He be winning
He
that shit.
races camels, y'all.
Yes.
Overseas.
Yes.
How he learn how to how to ride the camel?
He don't know. He like he
Oh.
owned it, yeah.
Like the derby.
And he went all these fucking times.
Oh, shout out to Swiss and his camels.
Shout out His Excellency.
Yeah, word. Okay, so y'all, we just wanted to come by. I am with the GOAT,
And
and
people talking to you right now.
they leaving some comments. They are leaving comments. Look, they saying the king.
Let's do
He-
technical class also.
Look.
Shout out nerds.
Oh, and shout out to nerds. But y'all, first of all, this is a very important moment for the Barbs, Wayne, because look at Gutta. Hey, Gutta.
G.U.
But first of all, we just want to say thank you to you again. You know I always do this. I know you be like, just stop. But thank you to Dwayne.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, Michael.
It's all love. Y'all,
yeah.
the Barbs, y'all know I fucks with y'all. It's all
They
love.
love you. They know that you know,
love.
gave me my start. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we just wanted to say.
You ever told
that-
who started the Barbs?
No.
We'll talk about it later. Okay, cool.
What you mean? Who started the
You know
bar?
who started the Barbs?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Who started the barbs?
Mm-hmm.
Who started the barbs?
Nope.
Mac, what is you laughing at? I don't get the joke. Who started the barbs, Wayne?
I had heard something. Maybe I heard wrong. They told me something else. Shout out to the start of the Barbs. We rock with you.
Word.
Popping.
Thank you. Somebody said Wayne is a real Libra.
Yeah, I am. Shout out. I'm glad they said that. Remember, shout out to Lizzo, man. I met Lizzo at the game, man. Shout out to Lizzo. I never met her.
Oh.
And she said I was her goat.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody know that. If it's one thing, everybody can agree on.
You know, she was making sure. And she's like, "You my goat," and I was like, "This Lizzo." And I had to go. I was like, "Cam, that's Lizzo." He's like, "Yeah,
She
okay."
lost weight, huh?
Shout out to Lizzo, man.
Hey, man, that's dope. Shout out to Libra Gang. They said.
Libra gang.
And Sagittarius Gang. But
Shout out to Halsey because she a Libra. She got a show coming out here soon.
Halsey.
Yeah, she did Saturday Night Live for me. My vocals one day, and I had wrote sins and forgiveness on her arm, and she got it tatted right there backstage.
Wow.
With a Libra still.
See, y'all, I don't think y'all know. This is like original rock star. This is original rock star type things going on in rap. You know what I'm saying? When you started tatting your face, did people judge you in rap? I don't remember at that time. Now that I think about it.
Nah, not at all. Cause Babyface had already looked like that. Not Babyface the artist. Shout out Babyface the artist, but Stunnerface was already looked just like that. They judge both of us.
Okay.
Now they got to judge themselves because everybody look like them.
Well, that's the tea for tonight. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna
shout out Lil Navi. Shout out Killer. Shout out Tony. Shout out Nick.
Shout out to New Orleans. Oh, shout out to New Orleans. We was just hearing some stories, but I have to say, New Orleans always been very different. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all are a different breed. Yes.
We're unique.
Yes. Yeah. Nobody else acts like.
We're not acting.
Yeah, they don't talk like nobody. They don't look like nobody. Act like nobody.
Something how dope my head is. I still see. So my head like this. Look at it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like that's how you actually wear it.
And you can see through it?
Yes, it's a mesh. That's how you're supposed to wear it.
Oh.
You know, when I see all the crazy.
Okay. And I just so happen to wear this jacket today, and we didn't plan that.
What's the name? Huh? Yeah, shout out Denver, man. Yeah.
Shout out Denver.
Yeah, I remember I went to the fashion show. That was my first time seeing Kim. Me and Kim was trying to get holler at him, but it was too crowded. Kim left. I said, I'm leaving too.
Who? Which Kim?
Kim K.
Oh. Kim. Oh, hey, Kim K.
Oh, you know who was in it?
Who?
The lady from off Rocky. When remember the dude who Rocky fought, and he told the dude that tell Rocky, I'll be back.
Yes.
No, that's Terminator, sorry. The dude who tell Rocky if he dies, he dies. Remember he kills Apollo.
Yes.
And remember he had a wife and she had the same little flat top like him. What's that lady name?
Oh, Bridget Nielsen.
She was in that.
Oh, Bridget Nielsen.
Yes.
She used to be on Flavor of Love.
She was in that fashion show, and when she walked past, I said, "If he dies, he dies."
Boy, sit your ass down. Why would you say that to that lady? You know what?
That shit was so bad. I couldn't say nothing.
Well, all right, guys. Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna hold him hostage for like 2 minutes and make him do a little TikTok with me to ban from New Orleans. We could never be banned from anything though, you know, or anywhere, you know. Huh?
Hey, don't worry about me.
You was in a band?
Mm-hmm. They said they got the picture. They saw it already.
But you used to really be playing like your instrument. People think, yo, do y'all know that this man really knows how to play?
I thought that picture was on the internet.
Yeah.
It's not.
What picture?
With you with the symbol?
Yeah. Where's that from now?
It's just something we always had.
All right, so you guys, I'm going to let this great man get off alive for a second. What?
Yeah, if you want to show the picture.
Oh, he been playing.
If you want to show it, that's him playing cymbals.
No, I can't put no other. I can't put nothing in the camera. Sorry about that. Right now, I'll show them. I'll take a picture of it and let them see it. You did that on purpose. So y'all. So okay. So I'm gonna let him go for a second, I'm making him do a TikTok, y'all. Y'all know he don't like to be doing nothing and whatever, but so he's granting me a few moments of his time, and all I can say is thank the Lord.
I get it.
Okay, bye y'all. We'll see you soon.